Analytica today starts now. Meron Damdong, let's dive in. Red Sea politics, piracy returns, militarization grows. Last week, a familiar pattern returned to the Red Sea and the Western Indian Ocean. Somali pirates successfully boarded the Malta-flagged tanker Hellas Aphrodite of Puntland. The crew did what they were trained to do, locked down in the citadel and stayed in control, while an EU anti-piracy unit closed the distance. By the time forces arrived, the attackers were gone, and all 24 crew members were confirmed safe. All this lands in a tense Red Sea. Sustained Houthi strikes have drawn fleets north and sped up militarization, and these countermeasures, convoys, based partnerships that are now actively shaping the region's politics. Last week, maritime advisories and European officials confirmed that suspected Somali pirates boarded the Hellas Aphrodite while it was transiting between India and South Africa. The 24-member crew followed standard drills, sheltering in the citadel until an EU Operation Atlanta asset arrived. Spanish forces from ESPS Victoria checked the ship. The crew remained safe and in control while the attackers withdrew. Reporting also noted small arms fire and RPG used in the assault. The episode fits a pattern. After years of decline, Somali piracy attempts have ticked up, aided by seasonal conditions and by shifting naval focus towards the Red Sea crisis. The International Chamber of Commerce, Maritime's Bureau, historical data shows what authorities worry. 2011 marked the peak of piracy in the region, with 237 Somali attributed incidents before a steep fall driven by a coordinated patrols, citadels, and onshore enforcement. Recent spikes are nowhere near the numbers of 2011, but it signals that when attention swings north, gaps open to the south. Since late 2023, the Houthis have used missiles, drones, and explosive boats against shipping in the Red Sea, prompting a multinational response. The US led Operation Prosperity Guardian and EU's escort mission operation, ASPIDS, were launched in February of 2024. The UN Security Council passed Resolution 27/2022 in January 2024, demanding an end to attacks. US UK strikes on Houthi sites followed. Even with periodic de escalation claims, attacks and interceptions persisted all through 2024 and 2025, keeping risk and insurance premises elevated and rerouting some traffic around the Cape. Militarization of the region is not visible from space. In October, Planet Labs Imaginary shows a nearly 2,000-meter runway taking shape on Zuqar Island off Yemen, parts of efforts by anti-Houthi actors to extend reach in the Bab al-Mandeb Channel. A pier was also expanded earlier in the year. It's infrastructure that signals premise. The response has become the architecture. The anti-piracy surge of the late 2000s, early 2010s seeded a lasting basing footprint, most visibly in Djibouti. In 2002, the US established Camp Lemonnier alongside French forces that were present in Djibouti since colonial times. Later in 2011, Japan established a base, Italy in 2013, and China opened its first overseas support base in 2017. Djibouti's economy now integrates space leases into its revenue model, underscoring how maritime insecurity translated into enduring foreign presence. Beyond Djibouti, the map filled in. During the Yemen war, the UAE developed facilities at Assab in Eritrea. In Somalia, Turkey opened Camp Tuksum in 2017, its largest overseas base, training thousands of Somali soldiers, and since 2024, moving to expand maritime security and cooperation. Each footprint arrived with a security rationale, anti piracy, counter terror shipping, protection, but the cumulative effect has been a more crowded strategic waterway. From Saudi Arabia to the United States, from Turkey to Iran, from Egypt to the UAE, the region's security tools are largely external. The coasts are local. Yemeni fishers and traders under restricted airspace, Somali's coastal towns living under renewed suspicion. Sudanese communities cut off by the war as ports and corridors clog or militarize. Ethiopians and Eritreans, whose economies depend on predictable transit, watching a strategic artery become a chessboard. The Red Sea's insecurity is not solved at the sea alone. Onshore governance, revenue sharing, fishers'